What up, though? Welcome back to Lions Nation Unite. I'm your boy Eazy. Do me the biggest favor right now in the world. Can you smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share this video because in today's video, we got a lot to talk about. Matter of fact, it's been a minute since you and I had this conversation. It's been a minute since you and I talked in general. Today, we're talking about the Detroit Lions offensive line. I think if you don't know by now, the most important part of the Detroit Lions' success going into the 2025 season where the Detroit Lions have Super Bowl aspirations. But we're also talking about good things. Penei Sewell ranked the second best offensive tackle in the National Football League. There's been a debate, okay? And I know a lot of you guys think he's number one right away. Trust me, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know your boy was fighting hard in the trenches for Penei Sewell. But ultimately, I still think it's just debatable at the end of the day. Like Penei Sewell, at least I've conceded this. Not conceded. I've cemented this, maybe. I don't know what I'm looking for here, but there may be two, maybe a few offensive tackles that can pass block, specifically pass block, or have a better pass blocking skill set than Penei Sewell, who's only 24, by the way. However, what you won't find is an offensive lineman more dominant than Penei Sewell. I mean, he is the best run blocking offensive tackle for a reason. When that man gets his hands on you, I mean, they may need to pry you out of the earth. Like you're going to be sent down. Secondly, he's only 24. Like I don't have like I see it, and I know he's our guy. I have photos with him. I have Penei's jersey. Like I love Penei Sewell. I would get it, as a Lions fan, if you're upset that he's not number one. But there's a reasonable conversation to be had between he, Lane Johnson, and Tristan Wirfs. I think those are the only three guys I would consider the best right tackles in the National Football League, or tackles in the National Football League, because Penei is just that good. And I think he's well on his way to becoming the best tackle in the National Football League. The Lane Johnson stuff, I do think he's a better pass blocker. Has been, at least for a majority of his career. He's probably the best right tackle in the National Football League history in the NFL. If I'm wrong on that, let me know down below. Comment and let me know who is better than Lane Johnson career-wise. 2 Super Bowls, longevity, all pros. Like, come on. But he's not asked to do the things that Penei Sewell does in the run blocking game. Like, Penei Sewell's asked to block in open space, right? The Detroit Lions offense has weaponized Penei Sewell's athletic ability, and they do it very well. They use the end rounds. They may have a couple screens. I'm not talking about like running the ball. I'm just like getting this freak athlete of a human being, if he could be considered that, out in space in front of your speedier guys, your athletes, your Amon St. Browns, your Jameer Gibbs, your Dave Montgomerys. Like I don't know if you guys remember specifically back to the NFC Conference Championship game, and the pin and pole was like the kryptonite for the San Francisco 49ers. And it worked perfectly with the Detroit Lions situation with Penei Sewell, because you have wide receiver kick in, block a defensive end, you slide out your right tackle. He's open in space, blocking down line for whoever it is going to be. And I think it was Amon St. Brown for most of the time for us. Penei Sewell is like one of the best offensive tackles in the National Football League. You could have him anywhere from 1, 2, 3. I personally, at this point in my life, is just committed to putting him number 1 because that's my guy. But I just don't think there should be like these guys. Like I got attacked by the OL Mastermind people. I got attacked by Mitchell Schwartz. And I did a little bit of homework. And I still respect these people. I really do. Did a little homework. These guys are friends with Lane Johnson. The OL mastermind, the offensive line mastermind, is owned partly by Lane Johnson. Mitchell Schwartz works it. Brandon Thorne works it. Duke Mayweather, the other partner in offensive line masterminds. Of course, they're going to have the back of Lane Johnson in that conversation, and they're like the go-to voice in an offensive lineman. But if there's a clear bias there, yeah, I'm going to call that out. Although I didn't, I wanted to be respectful. I'll call it out here because maybe they won't see this. But Penei Sewell, first or second best offensive lineman in the National Football League. It's a blessing that they have him on this offensive line. It's a blessing that one Tate Ratledge, as I spoke about on the show before too, would have him alongside him and battle. However, I don't know that Tate Ratledge is going to be alongside Penei Sewell and battle. There is some trouble in paradise. And it's not just Detroit Lions trouble. It is National Football League trouble where the second round picks, I believe I think it's literally pick 35 to 64, are all holding out because they want their contracts fully guaranteed. There's a rookie wage scale. All right. With Tate Ratledge, where he was selected, the contract is probably around like $7 million over 4 years. So less than $2 million a year. It's not going to kill you on the cap. It's not going to kill you in any type of situation. You could allot that the way you want to. But again, he's not the only guy doing it. It's a principle that these young NFL players are trying to make. I think it's an effect of the NIL because these guys are getting paid before they're even moving on to the National Football League. I don't know that NIL deals are guaranteed. I'm pretty sure they vary, but like there's a little bit more. I don't even know. I don't want pride. Not that maybe that's the word I'm looking for. Regardless, it's a weird situation, and I don't want people to bash Tate Ratledge in this. I think it's a conscious effort by future NFL players, and I think they should be doing this. I mean, how many stories do you see of like former NFL players, broken and battered and quite frankly broke? Like we're blessed to be here on this channel with future Hall of Famer Herman Moore being able to discuss Detroit Lions because he kept himself, healthy. His brain, thank God, made a lot of money and did well with that. And was very business minded. But like, how many horror stories do we see from the Junior Seau stuff, to the McNair stuff? I mean, it's a lot of like sad, depressing stuff. Your bodies go through it, and the quality of life for offensive linemen specifically. Did you watch the way they walk after football? They can hardly move their neck sometimes. Like I don't know, man. I'm not mad at anybody trying to guarantee their money in the sport of football. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Maybe a long-winded version of that one. I don't want anybody to attack Tate Ratledge for standing in principle alongside other guys. I mean, this could be a pivotal moment for NFL rookies coming to the NFL, coming into. And first round pick contracts have been guaranteed. That's happening now. Now that's moving on to the second round. Like NFL is it good for business? No, probably not. But when your contract average is around $7 million in the second round, and it's not like they can negotiate more because there's a rookie wage scale, then do it. I mean, I don't think there's an issue with that at all whatsoever. Even if a certain player, even if you draft somebody in the second round and it doesn't work out for you, $7 million, I think it's up to $10 million in the second round over 4 years is not going to kill you. It's just really not. I don't get it. I know that NFL owners have to stand on principle, but the fact that so the NFL players can collude. That's why you have the NFLPA, the players union. The owners can't, but we know the owners are because there's just no way that 30 different teams, ones like us, the Detroit Lions specifically, with Super Bowl aspirations, are not signing these guys to fully guaranteed contracts. Obviously, there's collusion on both ends. But again, the collusion on the player side of things is they're trying to make a movement. They're trying to stem something from this. Where I am with this is Detroit Lions got to pay this guy. We're starting camp early. We got the Hall of Fame game coming up. Tate Ratledge is more than likely probably going to be a starter on this football team. And a damn good one, I believe. Like I said before, on this channel, I think Tate Ratledge, year one, probably plays the right guard alongside Penei Sewell. How many times have we seen guys come off the street, all due respect to them, Aodi or Asawa, whoever the hell it is, next to Penei Sewell and look phenomenal? You've seen it time and time again. Now you have a guy with first round or second round prowess filling in that spot, a guy that performed very well at college, both in pass and run blocking. Putting him next to Penei Sewell, I may have some reservations on what the pass blocking is going to look like for this offensive line, but the run blocking, particularly on the right side of the line, is going to be dominant, absolutely dominant. But you got to figure out this contract situation first. And another big piece of this channel is Lomas Brown, right? We get to talk to Lomas Brown about the offensive line. Big thing I took away from him, talking about to him during Penei Sewell's rookie year is the continuity, right? Just kind of um, knowing the habits of the gentleman next to you when you're in battle. And it's a very important situation too because multiple people can get hurt. So say you trip up your feet, you could roll your own ankle first and foremost. That would suck. Secondly, hurt the guy next to you. Thirdly, hurt the guy you're supposed to be blocking for. And I think we've seen that happen this most recent year with a veteran lineman that joined the team at right guard, Kevin Zeitler. Go watch that Green Bay game. I think it's the only sack the Detroit Lions gave up that day, at least the first one. And it was Penei Sewell. It didn't count in the stat sheet. We all know what happened. He tripped over Kevin Zeitler. And Rashawn Gary took advantage of that and sacked Jared Goff. It's so for a rookie coming in, mind you, that's Kevin Zeitler, who had arguably a second team All Pro season or damn sure like a Pro Bowl season. Kevin Zeitler was phenomenal for the Detroit Lions last year. That's him. Step in and do that. Now imagine you're Tate Ratledge. Like you have to get that down. You have to get the continuity down, especially when you have Super Bowl aspirations. And I think maybe it just might take a little bit more time to iron down the offensive line. Ultimately, I'm not really tripping on the longevity of this. I think it's going to get done in some form or fashion. I think it's more interesting than it is alarming. But it does prolong the whole situation of him developing as a national football player. National football player. I don't know why I said it like that. NFL. We'll leave it like that. And that's, I guess, my concern when you're competing for a Super Bowl. This is a very, very, very tough schedule. I mean, you started off with a division opponent, the Green Bay Packers, who I think we own, but you never know how those division games are going to go. Last year was really close, but last year we had a lot of banged up people. But regardless, you need Tate Ratledge for this journey. I believe so, at the very least. I do like Miles Frazier. Miles Frazier on a contract, but I don't think Miles Frazier is going to be your starting right guard. I think if anything, he could probably pop in a center. Or maybe Tate Ratledge is your center. I mean, that's another thing too. Like Tate may be your center. He's going to compete for the center job. They're trying to cross-train him to play center. I think Graham gets it just because of like the brain. I think I've explained this before on the show. Like your center is the quarterback of the offensive line, calling protections, calling slides, calling out schemes, calling numbers in the box, like all that good stuff. But Tate needs practice of that if he's going to be your center. I think Graham gets the job, though. But I think Tate's going to be right guard. But I don't know, man. Comment down below what you guys think about the rookie holdout for the entirety of the second round or for specifically the Detroit Lions. Like, be the ones to break it. $7 million over 4 years is crazy to hear this out of context, but it's nothing to an NFL team. I keep wanting to say National Football League. I don't know why. And yeah, I look a little ugly right now. I just woke up. My face a little puffy. All right, give me a break. Show some sympathy. Smash the like button. Jeez. Let me know what you guys want to talk about next. But shout out to you guys. Appreciate you. Miss you.